Hi everyone, a very good morning and welcome back. Yeah, today so whiteboard mini the check so kashin na to ya ni part do chik ten wasam sa. And how are you all? Yeah, kade to sama. This ko ada ni share the chudra. Okay, we'll go from here, right? So 계산 먼저 계산 먼저네 del 하긴 되네요. chewing near. We'll continue from that part, right? Okay. So I'm gonna read this part first. Yeah. Has anyone at home told you to eat slowly and to chew well so that the food digests properly? Yeah. What do you think they say this? Yeah. Mm. 먼저 나라요. 남이 문제가 레이도 먼저 칼라 주포서 페샤르시나 먼저 비리아니도 다 모모도 칼라 너무 지 좋아요 불len 남스시 온 작품 사시요 안 남이래도 오 더러 티리스 가오래다 칼리칼리 사래다 가신 나오르시나 칼라 똑똑으로 마도르시나 먼저 와라야 카르센 먼저 로지다 레다 먼저다니 카르왈리로 더러 아람세 카오 볼테나 right. So as you can hear from your family members or from your Kamzi members that sometimes says that try to eat slowly and chew it properly. Chew means soya bujablita. Why? Why do you think they're asking that? Yeah. Sometimes there's a reason that when you don't chew your food properly, it gets stuck on your food pipe, or esophagus, as you wrote in the digestive system. Yeah. So if the food gets stuck, then you will feel uncomfortable and the body reflects in a manner that you feel coughing like so that's why, and the food doesn't go so well. There are many people who sometimes choked lana migbala yo kala gane gaya jo and some people even died, cook damata ya kala mama to ya migbala kharni yo. Many people have died, yeah, especially in the elder people, skin because their body can't or take action towards, because you have to apply a huge force to in order to remove it. Yeah, I'll try to show you an example of the choking part. Yeah. So wait a second. Okay. Before that, choking. Let's see if you can find any example with regard to choking here. So yeah, there is a.
That's our news at 6. A stroke of luck in the middle of a crisis.
Happened at a Big Boy restaurant in Woodhaven when a waitress eating during her break began to choke. Co-workers did what they could to help, but as she tells our Larry Spruill, it took a stranger to step in to save her.
See, she's not able to.
Everything happened here inside this restaurant. The unthinkable happened. An employee was working a normal shift when she started choking.
I was terrified.
Friday at her job here in Woodhaven. She was working her regular shift. Things were busy and she was hungry. So she quickly took a bite of the restaurant's famous cornbread before helping a customer.
So I heard the bell ding, so I hopped up like I was in like this kind of position or something. And then the cornbread got stuck in my throat.
And she started choking.
I couldn't talk. I couldn't anything.
The video then shows Nicole trying to get her coworker Shirley attention, waving and punching her several times. You can see Nicole putting her hands up in the air, walking around, anything to just breathe.
And then she gave me the Heimlich maneuver. Wouldn't come out. There was an officer somewhere in the restaurant, and he came up and gave me the Heimlich maneuver about, 7 times maybe.
Local 4 learned he's a Michigan State trooper and was inside the restaurant eating. The video shows him patting Nicole on the back, trying to get the cornbread to come out. Restaurant owner Habib Bowden says everything happened so fast, but so slow at the same time.
I was freaking out. I mean, something like that. It was crazy.
Minutes later, paramedics arrived, but the Heimlich maneuver from both Shirley and Trooper Mark Adams worked. But when asked, would she eat another piece of cornbread?
Yeah, it's good cornbread. It wasn't dry.
All right, so this is an example of why you should chew your food properly. Maksudnya so kalaya nanglit so kalaya bu su ya bu hajin kya wala orishna jumjin wondir ta tanda acha di kala khardu ko to she couldn't breathe properly ya u ya patam matu to ani jala hare mami mijile ne ya thenu shi so I'll try to show you so kala di dodang khandit ta kirumsta kala handit tu ta
Digestion of food. The process of digestion is accompanied by mechanical and chemical processes. Digestion in mouth. Digestion of food begins in the mouth. The food ingested is masticated by teeth, chewed, and broken into smaller particles.
So kala I kesa digestion system mutenso aniya. Ona no kala tamun koro shure ngune shinku hatu suna kanolo shure ko sur kajina to sugi machagora the nashing also kanalo la chura saliva the cup and so the kalashira and ma chung tahodara modelata the mokutu the
So that large surface area is provided for the action of enzymes. The food is mixed with saliva secreted by salivary glands, which moistens and lubricates the food and aids in swallowing.
오, 다됩니다. 디 아포데스 타나 모치 오더라. 단다 델라 카레 양 왕보 가시시도 돼. 된 상말로 돔니 카레 salivary gland 나오다. 근데 좀 저와 같이 좀 카추 된다. 카추들라 카레 saliva 나오더라. 카추 된라 로버치 카추 된 중이 돼 카레 숨겨래. salivary gland 다서 좀 카추 된다. 그저기야 마디치 오더라. 한게 카추 된거진 카리 캡사요 블라나 so kala so yedu kapyo kambu meachya this lumba chi shaksi tembayuna so ma mikwa wala dwa ro pachi tinyam to kare tenma ko salivary amylase lania jeji jurda onde ki kare kala ma cha la ya this ro pachi rodara.
The masticated food is rolled into a ball or bolus by the tongue and passed through the pharynx into esophagus by swallowing or deglutition. During this process, the epiglottis closes and prevents the food from entering the trachea, windpipe. The food is passed along the esophagus by contraction and relaxation of its muscular walls called peristalsis.
Because for the parents, how want to do there so how the food goes through your food pipe, when you think of it, everyone as a human or an animal has this kind of food pipes, but we rarely get to see because our body is not transparent. Also the but it's there with everyone. And if you don't chew your food properly, then like the elder lady, you might face problem. And it might lead to a fatal incident. So the can you taste it? All right, this is a live lesson. I think we all should know about, right? Okay, moving on next year, we'll see what else we have on the topic, right? Okay, so, the second one, I'm reading from the second one. Imagine you are eating something hard like a guava, green guava. Guava lana amrut, in Hindi is called amrut, What kinds of change take place in it from the time you bite a piece and put it in your mouth to when you swallow it, So it's very simple, but it needs your little bit of analysis, okay? See, when you first take a bite, not just with the guava, it could be any food. Take an apple or a banana, okay? When you first take a bite, what kind of taste do you feel? Is it a sweet, sour, bitter? It could be anything, right? Then after chew it for a while, then see how does it taste? How do you feel? And when you swallow it, what kind of taste it generates, So you cannot try to do what try to have an observation. Maybe I can also try with the dry fruit. Suppose, okay. So suppose if I take an almond, okay, almond and how gura, so the badam go whichra. it'll be a little different. Yeah, Tamungamuling Matara. Jenama so yet yan Tuangamuru, the Umarika Tuarli there. And we do Tamdu them from Mandashira. It so like that you can try with the rice here. Earlier also daytime Palibolo Chaswa. You can try with your any other fruits as you like. Okay. The third one is nice. Think what does the saliva in your mouth do? Yeah. So saliva is a color kachushira. One the roba harichi for reals. Ninya laswa chikare kalamata and mikutan robochura. But at the other hand, it also helps in breaking down the food and also gives you a taste, your color toblale robochura. And see here a beautiful example of a frog, protruding its tongue. The chili machangu dina chameleon cheta the lizard richera chamajal rich and also midwa was ice cream thora saliva thunda saliva the jumsin chi kharlana muzo rangshingi khala shimbur thong lamsi khala chulia jo the chenda rustung gordara muzo khachulia senda gatona khala di joto egachi yamena chi success and you vegachi ya mudi chawa di sengora. I think I have a beautiful video on a chameleon. This is actually a slow motion here. This happens at a very rapid speed. There's a next clip which will happen very fast. I'll try to guess. Let's watch it properly. So this is this in nature. It's little rare in our India or here in this region, as we don't see chameleon as big as that one. But usually we see a wall lizard or a home or a house lizard, and they also protrude. Or even you can watch how the frog eats, and they are very fast when it comes to protruding their trunks out. Yeah. They like the chameleon. They like somebody need to chumbo na chitwa the cow for them, but somebody kangba somebody yero andi na shi bepa yero. Bepa is a kuto in the shag yerda and kuto chili the pig dopodra and dinyam the saliva the kuto yama jola robot is chuodra. That's a Simchenko Janduna. There is plenty of things you can learn from an animal world. Yeah, and also me later. Yeah, Simchenkaji. But this year, I'm sure you will never get bored. Yeah. Okay, moving to the next one. This is your home assignment. Yeah, because I'm also digestive system. Digestive system. Also, I've asked you to draw some diagrams, right? And few of you guys did a very good job. This is another chance which you can try, right? So straight from the heart, where do you think the food must be going after you put it in your mouth and swallow it? In the picture given here, draw the path of the food through your body. Share your picture with your friends. Do all of you have similar pictures? Part which is la ordra and kidu sang exhibit dina jikwan norpa exhibit ko matara sugi khande samgi yuna china ti wadara and moso pu shamba ji khande ti tira yura. And yes, in some way this is correct. Yeah, so wala sang mata yundo, but the food goes in this manner. Yeah, kashi that the 100% yura. Yeah, even you can try with your own imagination. How do you think that how our food are being processed in our body? The food and the color, the yeah. Okay, this is for today's this thing. Okay, so I think so This is nice. I think we all can relate in some ways. Yeah. So discuss, right? How do you feel when you are hungry or very hungry? How do you feel when you're very hungry? How would you describe it? For example, sometimes we jokingly say, "Oh, I am so hungry. I could eat an elephant." Yeah. 문수야 그런 저것도 들고도야 근데 그런 컨디치를 especially 나 mood 컨디둘라서 남기 된다는 컨디들이야 한 삼성 문수야 찹런래요 오anga 저것도 듣는 랑치 강사지 사도살이야 이게 찹연랑고라 쪽랑고라 사야 how do you come to know that you're hungry 야 아니 그런 저것도 버리시나 저것도 봐도 근데 하고 둘었어요 think what would happen if you do not eat anything for 2 days 야 so nimanyi dinga kala masa varishina khari chagi de rasya ikran samtandra khari kachi baya and what would you be able to manage without drinking water for 2 days ya where do you think the water that we drink goes ya ta ti chiwa sangmaya kran samtandra dina le dipa norbata peji khapurra but 그 samshi gumtna ya pindu wor pesha varishna kran so nimanyi dinga chuma tung dina kaji de ra 그래 수부 컴퓨터에 야고 체리야 안디나 신데 칼라 마사 버리시는 뭐 가르쳐 됐다 뭐야 칼라 마사 가래 when I'm hungry my head aches na kunai du le doa there na shinde putta I get angry easily when I'm hungry ya ma toto version ma ga du sai du ya and when I'm hungry I feel tired ya ma thang chi yu so di du so and also when my sister is hungry, she cries. Yeah, toto version realize. Yeah, and I cry too when I'm hungry. Yeah, kid is little mood. How much young mood? So got toto be and sinta she real yeah. But they're nothing. Yeah, think what will happen if you do not eat anything for 2 days. Yeah, 2 days. That's toto washera. And cannot toto do cup to how do you react? Yeah, cannot something that. Cannot say do yamana. Kare sugun jobto chedu yamana kare ko nagidu it could be anything kashi thona seria kashi tambona seria kashi lapana seria and tinyam to kare kran so nimani ri chumaton khajir sangut ira chingbanyu dure big color seu chaire shamdo de lapa ya tha color chunda new do seria there are plenty of options here you can choose from but nimanyu chumaton nana it's not advised here chumatun madia chutunguchia das sobashi law the kinzo kandele sa re ya so and chutungsan jelo chuti ko to gore sangut ya obviously to one other dugurwa to the ma human ma to the kande to gore ya kesang unzo digestive system now ti shaira kala de ma do and chapang to sam do dinashin but chugoji tensang kharwa chudang unzo sangju da chapang ni ga nyam thyin do ra 어디 추워지 된서도 간데도 쭉 하려 두고 그래라냐 이 조사 람가야 조원이 마 주만의 마르가 근데 가가 차도 거더라 이 주만 어서 마 봐야 레버스나 이 주문 채더라 오케이 다 다른 디가를 수이다 아니 이 주문도 심진 고장도나 말해 and 그런 소야 디싱베를 와 유라 and happy Independence Day, Yura. I hope you have a good day and a good year as well.